Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of
Legends Only.
My name is T. Kyle,
And I'm Brad.
and this is your weekly pop culture podcast where we talk about
Legends Only.
Happy Pride, girls.
Happy gay. It's Pride Month. I'm
to
done.
all the gays, theys, thems, everyone in between.
Yeah, I'm tired already.
I am really tired today, actually.
Cancel it all. Postpone it. Haven't we had enough of the year already?
Actually, I don't know if I'm tired or if I just feel relaxed.
Why? Because it's finally our time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like nice. I've been going to the park.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I've been
Napping
doing
in
a
the
lot
park.
of walking lately.
Yeah.
Evening walks.
hmm
Mm-hmm. That's very prideful.
Yeah.
Yes. Mariah's merch is out. It's officially Pride Month.
Oh,
Except
the
I think,
fan.
like, as with every year, it's not going to arrive until like 2025 Pride.
Probably.
Yeah. Now, I would like to shout out a little tweet. Somebody rounded up all of the topics and wrote, in honor of the start of Pride Month, let's start some Pride Month discourse. Bryce, baby, spin the wheel of discourse. And it's a
What is it
photo
now?
of Bryce from Drag Race spinning a wheel. Your options are kink at Pride, dad bods, straight women in gay spaces, quote, I'm not like other gays that are always on vacation, open relationships, quote, why can't I make friends who don't want to fuck me?
Oh.
Grinder screenshots, age gap, and quote, Chicago/DC/LA/NYC gays are so messy.
Wait, that's actually
It kind of nails all of it.
Should we discuss that in the after show?
We should.
Okay,
Yes.
'cause
We'll go
there's
into the wheel.
There's other pride discourse from the Pope that we're gonna
Oh, yes, that's true.
Oh,
The biggest F word of them all.
Wait,
but we
let's
learned
do
a new
that.
F word.
yeah. Let's do that wheel in the after show.
Sounds
We'll
good.
give like our 2-sentence hot takes on each discourse.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, happy Pride, everybody. There's 5 weekends.
Yeah.
Stay hydrated.
Hi, gay. Stay hydrated, indeed.
Wear your SPF.
Meg Stalter updated her local Butterwoman meme. She twerked to Tinashe's Nasty.
Yes, it is Pride Month, and I can't open this because it's stupid. I'm trying this.
Too many tabs
I literally
open.
can't open anything from our doc.
Why?
I started this new app that like locks you out of.
No, not the social
Everything.
media block.
So you have to opt in, and you only get. I set myself to 1 hour a day.
You don't want to use your 60 minutes.
So
for
you
this?
get 12 5-minute sessions.
Okay.
God damn it. Well,
Wow.
we're gonna have
this
to
is
have you
actually
open
very
it.
pride adjacent. It's very chastity or like cage culture. So that's very
Oh,
you.
not that. No, I found myself scrolling too much, and it is not good.
Okay, well, we won't be scrolling at all then. I will illustrate the things to you.
Well,
We have a new pride item. Hi, gay.
not sponsored.
At Target, definitely not sponsored. It's giving 3 stars out of 5, first of all. Out of stock in stores, not available to ship. It's giving charcuterie wood board for Pride. A delightful charcuterie board that says, it's giving charcuterie.
All I think is Delta Work saying, no, it's a fucking green
not
couch.
Giving anything. It's a couch.
Oh.
It looks awful, and I'm pretty sure this is going to fly off the shelves.
Oh, yeah, it's probably out. I think someone responded and said it's giving out of stock.
Yeah, it's out of stock, not available to ship, and got 6 reviews. It's got a 3 out of 5.
Oh, how do
And-
it's a wooden board.
It's probably full of like splinters. I
Like
think
some Susie, like being like, my charcuterie boards keep the gays away from it.
it does look like a paddle, really. It kind of looks like a pride item. This will be a hot item for like a Santa swap, honestly. Like that's like a fun joke
that is
item.
fun. I do love, this is not sponsored, but they're little birds.
Oh yeah,
that
they
they
have
do.
like gay birds.
And it's like Little Miss Girl 1 and 2. They're so cute.
Tweedledee and Tweedledum. That's true.
Gaga versus Katie.
Yeah. Yeah, more on that later.
Yeah, well, we're going to be discussing other gay things
Oh, are we?
later on, but
We're usually so straight coded.
we do, yes. Let's get started with the week. We've got some news.
We have some news. Jennifer Lopez is not having a great year. to say the least.
Oh, really?
I am very upset about this. Jennifer Lopez has scrapped the, it was called This Is Me Now tour. Now I think it was J.Lo Live, and now it's not called anything because it's canceled.
It's called canceled.
It's canceled. Official statement was she's spending time with like friends and family, which is like a very sad statement. At the same time, and I don't know if it's true, I did see a tweet that said it was 76% sold, which I feel like is not grounds for canceling.
No.
But I don't know if it was actually true. But that does sound not wrong either. A lot of people complained about ticket prices. There was a whole campaign that obviously went down like a lead balloon.
Schiaparelli,
Orange Drink, If You Know, You Know, TikTok, memes.
Did you hear the remix from Cassidy? The If You Know, You Know. Boom. It was a bop.
My go-to order at the bodega was ham and cheese on a roll, orange drink if you know you know. And ham and cheese on a roll, orange drink if you know you know. At the bodega, at the bodega, at the bodega, at the bodega, you know you know.
They're the ones who did the One Margarita.
Oh, they remixed her?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's actually really catchy. Like, she should do a Get Ready With Me.
Catching L's left and right. This is a rough one. And I am upset because I'm a huge proponent of J.Lo the Entertainer, because the It's My Party tour in 2019, I will sing it from the rooftops, was honestly one of the best concerts I've been to. Oh. Honestly, she kept that energy up the whole show, twirling, spinning, flipping, explosions of glitter everywhere. It was such a great show, and I am sad I would have gone to this. I do think it is a combination of elements. I don't know that it was just low ticket sales, but I'm sure that's part of it. But I also think just the general
everything
vibe is off.
Yeah.
She does have a apparently ambitious movie role coming that we were talking about on the other episode, said that she's lost the most weight she's ever lost for. I think she's going for like serious actress for this. And I don't know if that's also part of it, but it's been a rough, and then you get into the personal life of it all.
And This Is Me Now is literally all about the relationship. So
it's humiliating. $20 million about a relationship that apparently is on the rocks / over again.
I think it's camp, actually.
It's very camp, but she also...
You could reference that like in a lyric later. I have like a whole opinion about this.
Yeah, it's just she's never really done self...
No.
You know...
But she could.
She could.
I feel like she needs to take a break.
Yeah.
And not like I'm in any position to tell anyone what they should and shouldn't be doing. But like, I feel this tees her up for such a comeback.
Her Reputation era.
Literally, like Waiting for Tonight.
A snake going through the Waiting for Tonight music video.
The Anaconda 2. Anaconda
it's right
3.
There.
I also think
post anacondas on her socials.
First of all, I'm restraining from all my jokes, just so everyone knows.
You're very brave for doing so.
Second of all, Waiting for Tonight, the Fisher remix, is still this week #1 on my on repeat.
Oh, wow.
Third, this tees her up for a comeback because, like we said,
yep.
And at your party last week that we went to, the Fruit Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer Lopez came on, and what happened? I'm shaking my tits.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, I'm literally that tweet come to life right now. I think
agree.
it tees her up for a good comeback.
Yeah.
She could go back, do something with Pitbull, bring back a dance banger album, reference the $20 million. I don't know if they're going to break up or not, but like if they do, throw it in a lyric, make it Cavanti.
Yeah.
And the girls will come back.
It's true. And honestly, it's as simple as a dance album and one hit song to bring you back.
And like one funny reference to like something.
She's got a lot. Mi Gente Latino. Like there's a lot of memes right now, like clobbering her over the head lately. So I do feel like it is a bit kicking her when it's down. She's down at this point.
It's a little too much.
It's
too much. Not a little too much.
And it all happened so quickly too, because I mean, she was just the Super Bowl co-headliner and, had all of these and Hustlers. And it was like how quickly the public sentiment turned.
I
think it was
new.
Yes, exactly. That is true. Obviously, the album was a flop and we did not enjoy it. However, I just think
there were elements.
Yeah, but big picture, I don't think the public actually cares about your latest album regardless. It's good if it's a hit, but like you want to go see the hits anyway at a show. I don't think people won't go to your concert because the last album isn't good. Like she marketed it wrong. It shouldn't have been marketed around the album at all.
No.
But when she flipped it and she was like, no, summer tour, greatest hits. Hope, maybe that was too late to do that. But you're right. Tease her up for a comeback. I think she's great. I love her music. Not so much the latest album, but you know what? This was going to be a greatest hit. It was going to be the It's My Party Part 2. It was going to be fun.
And to give her credit, I mean, when your career is that long, you're going to have hits and misses.
True.
It's part of life. It's part of being a creative. You have ups and downs. You have bops and flops.
And I wouldn't say she's ever been whacked this much. So it does feel like an interesting part of her story because the only thing... We love the rise, we love taking them down, but then we love the comeback, which I am rewatching.
We don't love taking them down.
Oh, exactly. I'm talking about the society. Society loves to take down a queen of pop.
I don't like to take anyone down.
Yeah, I know. You got your soundboards ready.
I've been restrained. I'm actually with you on like the defense.
Yeah, it's too much, and it also feels like when I start seeing certain personalities or people online joining.
Who?
Call them out. Name them.
them.
I'm like, you're just like following the trend and you don't even know, you don't have a point of view. And that's when I know this has taken on a different turn where I'm like, it's one thing if, I don't know. It just becomes like, okay, so this is just a general public pile on at this point.
Right. It's too much when like me as a lamb is like on here giving free PR advice for your comeback. Like, I'm so ready for it. Like put on a rhinestoned cat suit and come back with like a Cavanti.
It really is as simple as On the Floor 2024. Just dance again, any of that.
Do a like
red one.
Give all your hits to all the big DJs and just have like a fucking banger.
That's true too.
Remix album.
This is really simple with J.Lo. The problem was obviously this project. People did not like the benefit of it all. And I will say they put it all over like she advertised that relationship more than anyone.
The Dunkin' commercial. She's in that. Yeah.
And that did cause backlash for sure.
Oh my God, do a hit with Dunkin' Donuts.
or like their rival. What's a good donut rival? Krispy Kreme. She should like do a comeback with Krispy Kreme. Yeah, I don't enjoy seeing it. And then my other unpopular opinion is I know that she's a popular blind item girly for allegedly being a mean girl. My unpopular opinion, I don't give a fuck about that.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't think you should be mean to people, but like,
no,
I don't actually.
I'm mixed on that.
Because
I know people like I've also caught strays before, but like,
of course, I think you should be nice to people. I kind of like my villains of pop too, so I kind of
do like a villain. I do like a villain, but like, yeah.
So that's why, there's part of this that's like, well, there's been stories for a lot of years about don't look at her directly in the eyes and things like that. And
I looked at her directly in the eyes when I saw her.
Those sort of like passing through the hallway stories of like, everyone lying against the wall. Like Ellen had those stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And I don't know how true any of them are and whatever.
She said hi to us when she walked by us, so watch what happens.
Oh my God.
I stared right at her.
Generous queen.
She had sunglasses on. She had like this cape. It was like really a serve.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyway, number one J.Lo defender right here.
Waiting for tonight. Well, someone who did not get their tour canceled, they actually got added to one. Tinashe was added to New York City Ladyland.
Yes, we finally know the new Ladyland Festival. As we know, Kim Petras has dropped out of all festivals. Although I did hear a friend just saw her at a party and said she looked great. So, because it was like, oh, I hope
people
she's
were
okay.
concerned. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's good.
The Kim Petras Mac campaign.
Oh, yes. And Donna Paula.
Covens.
Viva Glam. Love. But Tinashe is now the headliner of Friday, June 28th, which also includes Slater, Countess Luann, DJ John Ali.
Julia Fox also got added, but I don't know what day.
Special guest Saturday, Julia Fox, which also I'm like, how is that working? I thought she only had one song.
That's fine.
Maybe it is just what that's going to be.
She can just get up and be like, yeah.
Yeah. Also, A.G. Cook on Saturday now. I think that was new. Arca and Tokisha. I mean, this is going to be a fun, crazy 2-day set. So go support our faves, support DJ John Ali, get nasty, go down the drain.
Speaking of John Ali, shout out to the party last weekend, Fruit Factory.
Yes.
So fun.
Shout out to the Fruit Factory, rooftop at the Crown.
Sunset vibes, summer vibes. So Fruit Factory was last weekend. Brad hosted. John Ali,
always
hosting.
And
Luis. If you get me out of the house,
you know it's good.
And I loved this party. There was chicken tenders, places to sit, places to be in the shade, good drinks, rooftop.
Honestly, it had all
vibes,
the elements.
John Summit playing.
A sensible 3 to 10 p.m. so you can go home and not be exhausted.
Yeah. Gaze.
Air.
Yeah. A good view.
Balloons.
Cute boys.
Very.
Yeah. I tried flirting and flopped, but it's fine.
I would say that you were up against an actual barrier.
Literal barrier.
He was the final boss in a series of challenges that you were not going to overcome. She was flanked by fangirls.
Does anyone care about my flirting stories?
I've seen comments that people do care.
So there was a boy there that was so cute, immediately caught my eye, had beautiful eyes, and a really cute bag. And I'm like, great.
Oh, beautiful disaster promo.
Yeah, that's my icebreaker, is compliment the bag.
Compliment the bag.
Yes, which I did.
Yes.
And then I just got like boxed out by like the group of hags.
I would say they were basically Fifth Harmony. It was many, many hags.
Which we love. We love our hags. We love our fruit flies. But like there needs to be like an etiquette.
But he was a unique challenge because the ratio was off. There was not a 1-to-1 hag to F word, but there was also just generally a barrier to reach him.
Yeah.
They surrounded the whole time. You had no shot. And it had nothing to do with you. They were a human shield.
Oh my God.
It was reminding me of me in high school, to be honest, when you had just the whole gaggle of girlies around you. So I'm sorry. That was an impenetrable field of Queens of Pop.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's fine. I tried.
You tried, and that's what matters.
And if you're out there.
Yeah, if you're a listener.
I do have that bag. I wasn't actually I didn't lie about that.
Oh, you have his bag?
No, I asked what the bag was. I was like, this is so cute.
Oh, you really went in on the bag talk.
So I wrote down the brand name.
Nice.
And then I got boxed out.
Sorry.
I was like, damn it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm proud of you. You tried.
I'm getting better. I gotta say, I'm learning from you. Well, I'm not taking it that far, but
yeah, maybe don't go all that way. Let's not go there.
But yeah, you will not be seeing my tits on my Instagram anytime soon again. But I'm getting better. So if that was you, hey.
See you at Ladyland.
Yeah, or maybe see you at the next Fruit Factory, because that was so much fucking fun. Well, on the subject of tours, we did get some news out of the UK, which is where you will be.
Oh,
soon.
yes, I've heard of it.
So Met, who we shouted out last week or the week before.
Yeah, last week.
The song I Bet on It is opening for Taylor Swift.
I mean, I'm so glad this indie artist gave Met a chance.
Yeah, actually, though, I'm wait, I stand the Eras Tour.
Now, I didn't know that Taylor announced that she also is having Benson Boone and Griff as openers. And there's apparently a reunion of sorts here. I'm the real time cat school together. Oh, was Met in the Cats movie?
I don't know. I still haven't seen that one either.
Oh.
I bet on it.
She is an American dancer who plays Cassandra in the 2019 Cats movie. So this is a reunion.
Oh.
Taylor Swift reunites with her Cats co-star on the Eras Tour.
Oh my God, I didn't know she was a dancer. I mean, she's fucking serving in the video, but
That makes sense.
Cats everyone go stream Bet by Met. I'm obsessed. I think it's a low-key song of the summer, an underground hit.
Maybe not so underground.
No.
And that will be at the Wembley Stadium shows in late June for the Eras Tour. Oh, I'm going to be there at the same time. I'll go say hello.
Hey.
Nice. Yeah, T-minus 4 weeks to go. Go, girls, go, 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 until I'm over there.
The Girls Aloud were in my release radar.
Oh,
this
yes.
week,
They released
a remix.
The Loving Kind EP. They're almost done. That's getting close to the last of their singles.
Oh.
They've been doing the digitalization of each single each week, and we're almost at the end for now. Also, they released a Jax Jones exclusive new remix. I think it's Love Machine, only on Amazon Music, which I'm like, can we just, in 2 weeks, it'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
But I'm happy they even, commissioned anything new. That's surprising. Check that out. And I'll be over there. And shout out to the girls in the wellies and the boots at Mighty Hoopla over this weekend. Obviously, this is recording as it's happening, and Countess Luann is making her debut.
Okay.
I saw her in a cart being driven in a fabulous outfit. I saw somebody sent me a video of Countess Luann clips set to Danny Minogue at Brockwell. This is very, very on brand, very LO coded, and I'm very sad I'm not there.
Same.
Also, it looks like not so bad, and I don't want to eat my words, but I think they're handling
good.
So I'm glad it went on, and I can't wait to hear more about it. Big news out of the UK, actually. It's been a big week for the UK.
Oh, big? Well, speaking of
real big.
Speaking of big, someone else in the UK made some headlines this week.
She sure did. She's brewing up some innuendo.
Sabrina Carpenter performed in the UK and performed as part of a BBC event.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she adds lyrics at the end of every nonsense performance. And this week, in honor of BBC, she sang, BBC said I should keep it PG. BBC, I wish I had it in me. There's a double meaning if you dig deep. And you guys, I'm a little carpenter now. I'm a big carpenter now.
Yeah, you've got your hammer and your nails, and you're just banging it out at this point.
And my espresso.
Yeah. She's such a cheeky little devil. She really is.
I'm excited to see where espresso lands on the charts this week.
Yeah, it's already top 10.
Yes, we got to get it to number 1.
Clearly.
So stream espresso and stream bet.
Yeah. Espresso as of this week, and it'll be old news by the time we record, but that's the beauty of this podcast. Already a number 1 in the UK and a number 4 in the Hot 100. So, I mean...
That's chart high, right?
Yeah.
Number 4?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Well, someone else who will be returning to the charts soon, Paris Hilton has announced her next album 2.
Her
technically
second album after almost 20 years. 2006 was Paris.
Yeah.
So 18 years later.
Holy shit.
Infinite Icon, September 6th. It's actually real and happening.
I hope that it's EDM bops.
Well, she held a WeHo Pride event, or she made a pop-up appearance at our friends over in LA. She went to the Evita party for a one-night-only special event where she DJ'd and played new songs from the album. And honestly, if I could play a little bit of one of the listeners was very excited about the music.
Ooh.
And sent a little clip. And honestly, it does sound promising.
The Evita party is kind of like the girls' mall tour.
Yes.
Era.
It's where you can test out your material or debut your songs. Yes. All right. Well, here is a little bit of Paris's new
Don't
album.
sue us.
Oh, yeah. Don't sue us. But it was just recorded live, so I think it's fine. But you're going to know the chorus. She's interpolating. A reference. It's a pride anthem, so we do have a bit of a
oh my God,
a gay icon moment. And then she also played a little bit of another that also sounded really good.
Okay. Okay, this is better than what Okay. I'm into the BPM. I'm into the sound.
Executive produced by Sia, I believe. I'm eagerly anticipating, Paris. The album was obviously
Flawless.
Incredible. And I think this could be great. Infinite Icon. I'm loving what I presume is the album art for it. Did you see that?
No.
I think this is it, but
I saw the new logo.
Yeah, the logo, sure. But I believe this is the cover.
Ooh.
And she's got a 2 in her boobies, but it's like infinite, I think.
Okay, I'm into it.
I think. Yeah, because she wrote like in her little link bio thing, like infinite drops 9-6, and I think that's the cover.
Yeah, that would make sense.
I'm definitely into it. It's like panties and a jacket.
Oh my God, I'm excited.
Me too. I'm ready for it. I mean, we've only waited 18 years.
And she referenced herself.
Yeah.
Nothing in this world can stop us tonight. Paris is a cunt. I've never said that.
Why did you say Paris is a cunt?
Speaking of Lindsay Lohan, her fave.
Oh my God. Okay.
We've got some news. Now, has this been confirmed or denied yet?
It hasn't been confirmed yet, but it's been
hasn't
kicking
been
around.
denied.
It hasn't been denied.
Yet.
I mean, if Vogue Arabia is writing about it, then there's something to it. So Knives Out 3 is coming. Wake Up Dead Man, a Knives Out mystery, following the 2019 original and the 2022 Glass Onion. Now, you've never seen Knives Out?
No, I don't know anything about Knives Out, but I'm assuming that it's about knives being out.
Actually, sometimes, yes. Basically, it's kind of easiest way to put it is like Clue for the new generation. It's this detective, Benoit Blanc, who's played by Daniel Craig, and he goes around interrogating a group of people about a murder, and it's usually fun and zany, a mixture of like thrill and silly. They're really fun, really easy, breezy, digestible movies with A-list cameos galore, and you try and figure out who done it and motivations and all of that good stuff. So they're really fun to watch. You spend the whole movie being like, it's definitely him, it's definitely her. And then you find out in the end.
I do know Clue.
Yeah, it's really a lot of fun.
Sally Sue with the candlestick in the library.
And possibly Lindsay Lohan with the... What would she have? Lindsay Lohan with the...
unsold copy of Speak.
Wait, what's the commercial? Click. Glam.
Lindsay Lohan with an unsold copy of Speak in the green screen for the Glam Pink Wow commercial. Fornarina.
Fornarina. Lindsay Lohan with the unsold Fornarina in the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah.
Yes. We do not have confirmation on this, but the name has been floated as a potential cameo / cast member in the Netflix movie.
One step closer to that Oscar. I told you all it's going to happen.
This would be brilliant, and it would also it would justify her Netflix deal and confirming her as an insurable actor. It would, she needed those movies to kind of say, I'm all business.
I'm back.
I can show up. I'm back. And a Knives Out movie is truly the bridge to serious film. So it would be a perfect Netflix to Oscar-worthy film pipeline project.
I'm so here for it.
The names on this have been, it's star-studded. Glenn Close, Jeremy Renner, oh my God, Mila Kunis is the latest, I think, announced. But there's a million names. It would be really fun to have her there. I hope.
Yeah.
Hasn't been confirmed, and maybe they're trying to keep that because that's a really fun get. Hugh Grant, Toni Collette, Ana de Armas were the stars of the first 2 movies. The next one also has Tom Hardy, Josh O'Connor.
Well, if that falls through, Lindsay, can you release Xanax on streaming?
And if not, there's always Xanax.
Yeah. Well, let's manifest that role for her and some new red carpets.
Mm-hmm.
And speaking of, I think it's time for a little segment that we like to call High Fashion so editorial.
Guys, this is awesome.
This is a billboard.
This is super high fashion.
Oh my God, that's so high fashion.
So high fashion.
Okay.
In New York City, theater is everywhere.
We saw Wicked
We saw
2 weeks
Wicked,
ago.
actually, and that'll be my contribution to high fashion editorial in a moment for something that just happened. But for Paper Magazine, we have the director of special projects, Mickey Boardman of Paper Magazine, sat down with some of the city's greatest performers.
Including...
I hope you keep on serving cunt. Okay.
Yes, we have Miss Countess Luann while filming her first cabaret show. We have Candy Burris and Todd Tucker with The Wiz. We have
Jackie Cox.
Love, Shoshana Bean, Justin Vivian Bond, Trans Voices Cabaret, Annie DeFranco. A very cool
I'm so glad
assortment.
that Paper's back.
They honestly, every week that we talk about something, the next week there's like a high fashion photo shoot about the meme queen of the week. I'm really appreciative.
Oh my God, what should we manifest for next week's Paper Magazine? Because it really is always like a week or two
I know.
after we say something. They have like a cover magazine spread. BB Rexa for Paper.
Well,
promoting Chase It.
Of course, that's a given.
She hasn't done Paper, has she?
I'm not sure.
Cover?
Maybe not.
I don't think.
Maybe not.
Okay, so BB Rexa chasing it for Paper Magazine.
Yes. And speaking of theater, there's no better segue than the latest promo pic and action that was happening outside of your window last night. And just like that is now filming in New York City.
Oh, this photo.
And Cynthia Nixon is filming in Times Square with Rosie O'Donnell, who is wearing Wicked merch with a playbill tucked in the fanny. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought there was just like girls' night out.
No.
We just saw Wicked.
Nope, that's Miranda and Rosie, who's playing a character named Mary. Still don't know who she is. And they were filming right in the middle of Times Square around 10 p.m. on Friday night.
I should have ran out.
Honestly, it was happening.
Confetti!
I can't even imagine what the pandemonium is like when you're filming an actual production in the middle of Times Square on a Friday night.
People are usually pretty good about,
I guess.
yeah, because I saw them filming in Central Park, and
Yeah.
people just like gag for it. They're not trying to like cause problems.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're filming something, so that the terror awaits of it, and just like that season 3. But the Wicked promo, we went to go see it. We were the first ones to see this musical, and now look what's happening.
We did see Wicked last week, and we talked about it in the after show. And yeah, Broadway gaze confirmed a little bit. Also, this week in, I would call this interesting editorial fashion choices. Oh, that's not. Alexander Wang hired all of the like flop talk impersonators for a campaign for their newest bags. It is the faux Taylor, faux Ariana Grande, faux Beyonce, and who was the other one?
I did not even.
Faux Lee Jenner.
Yeah,
and it's all of them promoting this like bag, and everyone was like, "Oh, that's not."
Very flop and from a very controversial designer anyway, so I'm actually not surprised that. Anyway, I'm not even going to make the joke.
I'm not familiar with the work.
Oh yeah, he's had sexual assault allegations for years.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
there's a little update for you.
Thank you for notifying me of. I literally just saw like Pop Crave tweet like something about it, and everyone being like, "Oh, that's not." I do have to say though, the faux Beyonce from an angle is Beyonce.
Yeah.
And faux Ariana Grande sends me every single time the memes.
For full context, Alexander Wang first rose to prominence in the mid-2000s with clothes frequently appearing in celebrity street style and was well known for appearing at clubs and parties. In 2020, multiple allegations of sexual assault against Wang entered the public view. Initially denied the allegations, and in 2021, he released a statement that said the individuals had a right to come forward, and he regretted some of his actions while he disagreed on some of the details. Attorney Lisa Bloom, who represented some of the people who made allegations against Wang, said they would be moving on. Wang made a public return in late 2022. So there you have it. Good times.
Anyway,
moving on.
Well, speaking of fashion, we have some new merch that made its way through Twitter.
Oh, I love this merch.
The Dua Peep merch for the album on AliExpress, which also...
Get a good lawyer.
But it is literally all spelled wrong.
It's probably Ali from Burlesque's side business and the hustle while she's bartending.
Okay, so it's a Radical Optimism album art shirt. And the track list goes as follows. On Era, Houdini, Training Geeson, which like how these walls, what would not you doing, Liusion, Fouling for Never, Anything for Love. They got Maria right, and they got Happy for You correct. But
yeah, I kind of want this shirt.
Flailing for Never, I think, is my favorite one.
I love Training Geeson. People were like tweeting pictures of her with geese. Yeah, I actually want this more. You know, sometimes you got to make some merch on a real fast.
Yeah.
AliExpress, you have not been sued yet for this. And maybe she won't. Maybe she'll actually make this her official merch.
I think it's funny. Like, if I was Dua Peep, I would buy one off AliExpress and I would wear it.
It just goes right in line with people not knowing your name. So it would actually work.
Yeah. And then lastly, in editorial, we have a Tate McRae cover and photo shoot for Gen V.
Yes, we do.
Which is a serve.
We do. She is posing for Gen V, interviewed by a up-and-coming journalist by the name of Britney Spears, out of nowhere.
Yeah,
Gen V5, The Beauty and the Beat issue.
Bob. That song.
Oh, yeah.
Justin
fashioned
Bieber.
by Nicola Formichetti.
Oh, that's why it's a serve.
Yeah, V Magazine, creative director Stephen Gunn.
Now, is this V Magazine with like a subsection called Gen V? Or
yeah,
is it,
I believe this is like the Gen Z subset. I could be wrong, but I think it's the up-and-comers.
That's kind of cool to have like a V Magazine with like Gen V.
Yeah.
We love a brand.
Yes, these are the
Cavant.
Mm-hmm. They wrote, "It's no secret that 20-year-old Canadian sensation Tate McRae has given several nods to Britney Spears throughout her fresh career. The performer places the same emphasis on choreography as she does on the music itself, a similarity to Spears, who at exactly McRae's age was releasing I'm a Slave for You and Overprotected, thus cementing her place in the pop pantheon the same way McRae is doing today." So Britney asked her about the hardest part of being an artist and a few other questions. And yeah, it's unexpected and interesting. Out of nowhere.
Yeah, I reserve opinion on this one.
They are also on the same label, so that's helpful too, I imagine.
Yeah, I just think I don't know.
I haven't read the full interview yet, but
I did. It doesn't make... I think it was like emailed in from someone. I don't think Britney
she emailed
actually...
her heart.
Yeah. Britney stands like Janet on Instagram. She stands the girls. Like, she has her fave songs. I'm like, if she was actually listening to Tate McRae, I feel like she would post about her.
She loves a Despacito moment.
She does. But
she needs to interview J Balvin, actually. She loves a Latina moment.
Yeah. So I don't know, but that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Very out of left field.
Left lane?
Very left lane, in fact.
All right. Well, speaking of Gen V.
And the girls that she mothered.
Yeah. How about we have a little TikTok talk? Okay, so on the subject of Britney, one of the girlies who lives for Britney, Addison Rae, did a Q&A thing on Instagram recently and just really expressed so much taste here that I wanted to shout out a couple of the screenshots that I pulled. So someone asked, what is her favorite Britney song? And she posted Showdown with the caption, at the moment, but every Britney song is my favorite Britney song.
Where's the lie?
She gets it.
She gets it.
Then this is the one that like I think I loved the most. She posted a photo of Britney in the And if you're a stan, you know the top hat with the page 666 crop top with the black skirt and the bow tie.
An iconic fashion moment.
Like,
high fashion editorial every day, all day.
One of her best looks that she's ever done. And Addison just like randomly posted it as like a story on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Someone also asked her what her favorite song at the moment is. And she posted Missing, the Todd Terry remix by Everything But the Girl and Todd Terry. Like,
classic.
The taste is jumping out. And then favorite Gaga song, she said, AA, Nothing Else I Can Say.
Taste. And I feel like a lot of hardcore Little Monsters also choose this one as like a fave.
The taste like really jumped out.
I know. She really needs to acknowledge AA. It really tells us about her Italian roots. She's like eating spaghetti in the video.
Yeah. Addison could interpolate that.
That's true.
That would be fun.
Well, did you see like the most exciting, actually, we didn't include this screenshot, the most exciting thing of that whole series of Q&As. And it said, what's your favorite song of the moment? And she just posted sound waves that she was listening to. And it's like,
she's teasing.
Oh, you've got a song.
She's got something.
Yeah.
I feel like she's going to either be on Charlie's album or we're going to get a second EP.
Yeah. Well, it's coming.
I'm so perched. And then inspired by Pride.
Who isn't?
I have some new song. Oh my God.
I can open it right here.
The first one being, I'm going to lick your ass tonight.
Now, how did this...
I'm going to lick your ass tonight. I'm going to lick your ass tonight. Your ass tonight.
How did this begin? I'm less familiar with this song.
So this account is kind of like a troll, or they call themselves a shit poster account. Do you guys know what that means?
Yep.
It's like someone who just like shit posts, which is like trolly, memey, like unserious.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who they are. There's like an alias. And yeah, I think
that's his creation.
Yeah.
Their creation.
I don't know who this.
Okay.
But yeah, that's the first song.
That is definitely a Pride anthem.
Yeah, and we'll post the links to these so that you guys, if you want to save them and use at any moment during Pride Month, I think it's
very appropriate.
Perfect soundtrack.
Yes.
And then the next one is also by Casa D.
Category is phrase and Tavares. Right in the butt? No. Right in the butt? Right in the butt? No. Right in the butt? Right in the butt? No. Right in the butt? Right in the butt? No. Right in the butt? Right in the butt?
This, when I saw this, I said, okay, this is immediately going in Twitter canon, just like instantly iconic. Right as Pat Sajak is retiring from Wheel of Fortune after decades, this is why. We got the most out-of-pocket answer.
Yeah.
I'd like to solve.
Right in the butt?
Right in the butt.
What? And then Casa D made a fucking remix out of it.
Well, that was inevitable.
Truly one of the best accounts on TikTok.
Honestly, these are great choices for Pride anthems, and I do think they will be used.
Because I know the girls need sound bites for their content, for their get ready with
Oh, yeah, their content.
For their Pride videos.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, choose these.
Yeah.
For your family to see what you're doing during Pride.
It's a bop. Before we switch out of TikTok talk, everybody, guess who I ran into on the street yesterday?
Who did you encounter?
The Kim Hale, who we talked about on the pod. And I also posted like, oh my God, Dorinda ate that up.
Yes, for those who don't know, she is very big on TikTok as a dancer of advanced years. That's a big part of her story is she said, you know, your dreams don't end at a certain age.
Yeah.
I forget she says her age, I think. In her 50s?
I don't know.
But that's like a big point of her content.
Yeah. And like her new series is like restarting, like rechasing my dreams, like coming to New York.
Yes.
And she did the Chicago show and it's just super inspiring. And so, oh my God, this is like actually kind of a little embarrassing, but you guys will think it's funny. So I'm walking down the street and I see her and I'm like, oh my God. Like I get so starstruck with TikTokers. I do. I get
know
so
you
nervous.
do.
And I'm like, but I'm also really, really, really trying. So like my New Year's resolution was complimenting people more.
Mm-hmm.
Then my newest resolution is to tell people who inspire me or like that I've learned something from, or like a more niche kind of expansion of that goal is like to let them know if I ever have the opportunity to tell them, to take the opportunity to tell them. So I'm walking across the street and she was like a little far from me, and it's Midtown, so it's loud. So I was like, Kim!
You shouted at her?
I did.
Oh my God.
I was like, Kim!
Not like a celeb.
Literally. And she turned around. I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But like, I follow you on TikTok. And she was so sweet. She was so sweet.
Yeah, she was startled because this man is yelling at her.
She probably loved it.
I'm sure she loved it.
She probably loved it. I literally like yelled at her like she was a queen of pop.
That is incredible.
Who else did I do that to? That you guys were like making fun of me forever? Oh, when we were in Puerto Rico and Lisa Hochstein walked by and I was like, Lisa. And like, I didn't realize that I said it like that. But you and John and like Jay Moore, you guys the whole time were like, Lisa. Because I guess I screamed it like that. But yeah, so Kim Hale, shout out to Kim Hale, that was me. And I just went up to her and I said something to the effect of, I hyped her up. I was like, I think you're so inspiring, especially with so many people being so negative online. She was like, oh, honey, trust me. She's like, I see it in my comments every day. And I was like, you're fucking crushing it. You're such an inspiration.
Oh, that's really nice.
And she gave me a hug. She was so sweet. She was like, what's your name?
I love that.
Yeah.
Kim Hale has gay fans.
Yeah, literally. It's like, hi, my gay fans.
Yeah.
Literally.
Should have had her record a video like that. And I do think it's okay if you're gay and a little feminine.
Oh my God. I should have told her to come do the pod.
Yeah. Next time.
Like, get her whole life story.
Honestly. Well, I'm sure if you slid into the DM, she would recognize, and maybe she would.
Oh my God. I'll be like, hey, that was me.
Yeah.
Kim.
Wow.
I definitely was like louder than I think I was intending.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you got her.
It worked. So I hope I made her day.
I'm sure you did.
And if I didn't, oh well.
She's a good actor.
Yeah, literally. That was acting. Thank you. Anyway, so that's all for TikTok talk. Well, before we get into the new music of the week, if you love this podcast and you want to support us and you would like to listen to bonus episodes every single week, we have a Patreon that you can subscribe to over at patreon.com/legends only. There we go. We just had our 35th Icon tier live chat this past week. You can listen to all 35 of those. If you are an Icon, you can join them. You can listen to the replay after. And yeah, there will be bonus episodes there on the weeks that we're off coming up while Brad is in the UK, and I have a couple more weddings coming up. You can also support the pod by giving us a follow on Instagram or a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. But now I think it's time for the new music of the week, which before we get into Rita Ora, I also just want to plug my David Archuleta remix that I put out. I put out 2 remixes in a week. Vanessa Hudgens, if it was on the Sneaker Night, if it was on the Challenger soundtrack.
Right.
And a David Archuleta crush, if it was a tit shaker.
Yes.
Cranked them out.
New remixes for your Pride playlists.
Put your sneakers on. Free downloads available on SoundCloud, not sponsored. I'm going for it.
Download now. Well, you've been clamoring for it. We've been clamoring for it. The whole nation, the whole country, planet, universe.
Good morning, Rita Ora. We're talking about you.
The absolute gall and audacity to name this song what it is and to promote it as she did is why I stan.
Same. Actually, though, like, it's so funny.
Rita Ora is back with a new single called Ask and You Shall Receive, penned by the one and only Ray. And actually, the Ray version leaked like a while ago.
Oh.
But anyway, I'm glad it found a home, and no better home than with Albanian sensation herself, Rita Ora, who promoted this by being like,
you all wanted it. You all asked for it.
Sound the alarm.
Who is having that conversation?
The incredible audacity of it all.
Yeah. It was very 100,000 retweets.
It's extremely that. But this time she had new music to come with this.
And it delivers. Like,
yeah, it's a bop. And she's going to debut it, I believe, at the Mighty Hoopless stage this weekend, just in time. Now, here's a girl who understands. You got a Pride gig coming up. I got to put a bop out.
Yeah. She had that one video where she's like, it's a summer bop.
Yeah. It is a summer bop. And it's great. Yes, again, the Ray version had leaked before this, and it ended up with Rita. Now, I'm trying to remember if the Ray version had there's an interpolation in this, I believe. I was told that it had a stronger interpolation in the Ray version. If that is accurate, I couldn't track down the Ray version when I was listening to the Rita Ora.
They probably scrubbed it off the internet.
Yeah, but it was Stardust Music Sounds Better With You. There's
music sounds better with you.
There's a 2-note da-da sample.
Oh, oh da-da.
Da-da. Allegedly.
Da-da-da.
But I don't think Rita credits on this, which is why it's like, oh. Anyway, she also has a music video for this. Did you watch this music video?
Of course I did.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once.
Literally her.
Laundromat. Literally her. The genius of her doing an Everything Everywhere All at Once homage, because that's exactly what Rita Ora is not lost on me, because that's where she is. She's inescapable. Basically, the concept is she's desperately serving in front of people who don't care. Yeah. And I think that's just really beautiful. And art imitates life.
That's a t-shirt. Like, desperately serving while no one else cares.
They're doing laundry. I will say, the video is insane because at the same time, they're not just doing laundry. They're like money laundering / there's something very surreal about it. Like one's wiping off blood, presumably from a murder. Like these people are living like double lives or weird lives. And she's just like serving inside and outside of the dryer and the washer. It's shocking. And yes, very, very much Everything Everywhere All at Once.
I gotta stand. And it is like a bop.
It is. We await her inevitable album whenever it arrives. We're asking and we shall receive. Then we have a new release from Miss Charli XCX ahead of Brat, which is coming this week.
Oh.
It's finally time to get bratty, just in time for Pride.
Good.
Yeah. 360 has a remix featuring the legendary Robin and Young Lean. And speaking of Lean, it is a barely 2-minute remix. I'm going to be a old man waving my cane and yelling at the kids on the lawn about this. I'm sorry. I already got a DM being like, relax, just enjoy what she gives you. And I'm like, well, this is a ringtone. This is not anything substantial, but I will relax.
The extended will be here soon. Like, that's
the
new, like, Chase It extended just dropped.
I know. It's fun to hear Robin again. She sounds great. Luckily, we now have Robin singing, I was so young when we started out, I didn't have emails, now my lyrics on your boobies. I do love that line. But yeah, it's a pretty quick listen. And I would have loved, like, a remix, like the song being remixed. But she's cute, and I presume because they were in the studio together that there's maybe more on Brat with Robin or on Robin's with Charli. They've been
It feels
friendly.
like a warm up.
Yeah.
Like remember me?
Yeah.
Hello, Gen Z. My name's Robin.
Yeah. It really has nothing on, if anyone remembers, Snoop Dogg's remix of Sensual Seduction with Robin called Sexual Eruption. It is so incredible.
I don't know that one.
Oh, I think I'll get us in jail if I play it on here because it's like copyright restriction, but it is, look it up, Sexual Eruption featuring Robin. Excellent. That's how you do a remix, just saying.
Or listen to Portrait by Mariah.
Or listen to the 16-minute Portrait.
God, it's so good.
But Sensual Seduction's like one of my faves too. I love. Anyway, that's here. Album's coming. The brats are bratting. The tour is starting soon with Troy. Troy's already touring now. He is filleting microphones. He is making out, and he is giving you
Pop star.
Twink Ambition. Who's that twink?
Oh man, it's
Madonna.
very Twink Ambition.
Very that.
I live
making out left and right all over that stage and pretending to blow the microphone, and I'm very appreciative. This is fun.
When's he in New York? I want to go see that show.
Yeah, I think it's at the end of the summer.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it'll be a fun show for sure. And then I wanted to give a shout out to my Argentine queen, Lali, who teamed up with Taichu, and they put out a song called SOS, which is not only a bop, but it interpolates the one and only Christina Aguilera's Genie in a Bottle.
Again?
Yes. I'm so sorry it's too iconic that all the girls are inspired. Maybe it was a little ahead of its time because the girls are just referencing over and over.
That's the thing is, like, if you're Gen Z, though, you have no idea anything about Christina Aguilera. Like, you don't know Genie in a Bottle. You don't know what a girl wants.
Probably not.
Because it's 25. Like,
yeah.
If you're out at the bars right now and you're
they were
21,
born after, yeah.
You have no idea. Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What?
Well, thank God for Lali for putting them on. Yeah, it interpolates the and she even lyrically references, she says, my body's saying let's go, basically, en español.
Bob. No, what I think would be so funny is if like an artist came out with a new song and it was like, oh, it's interpolating this, but it's a song that came out like 2 weeks ago. Like if someone's like, was like, oh, I'm interpolating Chase It.
Ask and you shall receive. Yeah.
I feel like Charlie XCX would do something like that where she's like, oh, I'm interpolating.
She would interpolate herself.
Yeah.
I think she has. But yeah, she should, obviously.
As just like a comedic thing.
She should. People should. And it gets you past the sample clearance and stuff. It's your own stuff. I mean, if you sample yourself, that would be a lot easier.
Yeah. Interesting. Well, we also have some new albums this week. First up, from Bonnie McKee, we finally have Hot City.
I know. This is so surreal to listen to. It's basically like listening to a parallel universe where these songs were big hits with like Katy and Britney and everyone else she works with. It's wild to hear it. As a result, it also does sound like very heavily early 2010s, mid 2010s, but it's pretty cool to hear these songs finally and to see Sleepwalker and American Girl finally have a home.
Does American Girl sound better to you? Okay, it feels like it has a more of a oomph to it.
I don't even know if it's produced differently. It just sounds really good right now, and I can't tell if it's just because nostalgia.
It might just be remastered for digital.
I'm sure.
Because it was like, yeah, that was a different time, but...
I also would like to shout out Electric Heaven and Rewind Your Heart on the album. Those are some standouts for sure. Sleepwalker, I've always loved. I'm so glad it's here. We also have Snatched with a verse from Priyanka. Shout out to Priyanka. And yeah, we've got a lot of songs that just never saw light of day until now. I'm happy for her. I also got a DM when I posted about the album, not from her, from a fan who said, I didn't know she did this. She took myself and a dozen other fans around WeHo in a party bus last night, got picked up at a 7-Eleven, reference, went roller skating on a rooftop, went to Taco Bell, then ended at a bar for her to do a 3-song set.
Yep.
That is fucking cool. And that's how you do it. That's fan service.
This is a McKee-assance, I feel.
I'm really happy that she gets to have these songs have a proper home and release now.
And it also, like, ironically, if you look at the story of it and how it happened, the fact it's coming out now when people are nostalgic for that sound and you have like Karma's a Bitch and like that sound of pop, people longing for it, it's almost like the timing worked out in the end for her in a way.
Yeah, that is true. And we have Katy Gaga, Kesha brewing the 2010.
We're so back.
13 showdown. So it makes sense that Bonnie's here too.
Yeah.
Things happen in waves. It's interesting. Things just happen in waves and it's funny timing.
Yeah. She's a resilient one. She kept going. We stand.
Definitely.
And I love the cover and I love the coloring of like the fire and like the hair and the gold. Like she's got a good brand going. And American Girl is one of the best pop songs ever, Bob.
Of course.
Also this week, we finally have Becky Hill's album, Believe Me Now. Bop, 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 bop.
Yeah, she put out an incredible record. She's also been putting out a lot of these songs over the past few weeks and months.
You would never know that there's an album because
there's always a song out.
And they're all bangers.
They are. Outside of Love. Love that one. But yeah, there's Never Be Alone, True Colors with Self-Esteem. Check this out.
We've mentioned a lot of these songs throughout the past few months, but if you are new to the Becky Hill experience, start here.
Big vocals, dance music, get into it.
Yeah. Also, the new Galantis album came out like 2 weeks ago, but I finally made it.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot out. It's
sure
called RX. The lead single is Lighter, so if you want to start there and then work your way into it, but they've got like a new aesthetic going. They have like a new character kind of that they've introduced. And yeah.
Nice.
But my favorite song of this week is the new Disclosure track that is finally out. She's gonna dance on. They've been playing it out for like months and it finally dropped.
Yes, it was played and set by Peggy Goo and this unknown named Dom Dalla and many others.
Dom Dalla, where the fuck is Girls?
It samples orchestral legend Ennio Morricone's Dance On. Morricone, I'm butchering probably, from the film Così Come Se. And it's been teased for months, originally getting its first play at a pop-up show in October 2023.
Yeah, like this has been forever.
Wow, it's been a while. So yeah, that's here, and I'm excited for, I'm sure an album is probably ready to go. They've got tour dates coming up. They're doing festivals. Oh yeah, Primavera Sound in Barcelona just happened, where Lola played and Lana, I think, Troy. Good times. Festival season.
Training Gießen.
Training Gießen's over.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What a week.
What a week.
It is finally June. We're halfway through the year, officially.
Yep.
How are we feeling so far about where we're at? I'm overwhelmed with the amount of music.
Oh, music? Yeah, there's a ton of music.
But like, what is your top pick so far? Like midway report.
I need to get back to you on that. I need to look at my Last FM data and see what actually is true to me, because I do have a feeling it's going to be like albums and songs from not 2024. I feel like when I get overwhelmed by new music, I just revert to Girls Aloud and like things that I know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've got them coming up too.
Well,
so it's
true.
like
That too.
And they're putting out all new stuff and remixes. So
yes. Well, I mean, my standouts are, Ariana, Beyonce, Casey. I mean, kind of all the girls did it for me in various ways. I loved all of our main pop girl albums this year so far. K-pop has taken me really far this year, single-wise. Aespa's Supernova, the new Artemis album. I really, yeah.
Speaking of Ariana, we're getting The Boy Is Mine next week. That's what's coming.
Oh, yes.
Next single, performance, and I think a video, I'm assuming.
And I know what we didn't talk about because we haven't watched it, either of us yet.
Oh, the Chromatica Ball.
The Chromatica Ball, but most importantly, the teaser.
Oh, LG7.
Yeah.
I'm fucking perched.
We got 8 seconds. Dance in the shadow.
She's going back to like Fame Monster.
It sounds like Fame Monster / Born This Way. Real close to it.
I know. I was a Born This Way hater publicly, but like a fucking stan
oh,
privately.
Wow.
Like Electric Chapel.
This is your
Heavy Metal Lover.
confessions right here. Wow.
Listen, you know what? It's fine.
I think I had already gotten over it by that point because I had already been writing my college newspaper pieces trying to take her down earlier on. But I think that I finally came around by then.
We had like reversed.
Yeah.
Like I was all for everyone back in the day. You were like a Christina hater and then I flipped.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, this sounds really good. I forget who she did it with now that was it Blood Pop who teased? Like, wasn't there like a better quality version that came out? I know that there's like a Gagapedia article about it already. There must be.
Yeah, we could check Lady Gaga now.
Did we decide it's called Dance in the Shadow?
Oh, I know what we didn't talk about. The editor that accidentally leaked that it's coming in August.
Oh, right.
And
I think
then
it was a stylist or something.
Yeah, there was like a stylist that said,
I've been waiting for you all summer.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's like an editor or like a stylist or something that accidentally leaked that the album is allegedly coming in August. And then they went back and they deleted it out of the article. So I think it's true. Also, Dux Moy, who like, they still think, they said Gaga in August. So people are thinking that this could be actually real. Oh my God, it's Roar versus Applause.
It
2024.
is Roar versus Applause for sure. Yeah, just that little hint of her singing Dance in the Shadow was like enough to get me really excited.
Yeah,
and I love how she did it, you know, with her Freddie Krueger hand and then the Michael Jackson dance and then declaring this and then the flash of LG7. Gaga returns.
We're back.
We're so back.
Oh my God. I feel like it'll be a fusion of Chromatica and Fame Monster.
Yeah.
Which is what I'm hoping for.
Definitely seems that way from all 8 seconds of it. But
it's going to be country.
It's probably, honestly. Yeah, I'm trying to find if there's any like concrete details about it. But I think everyone was just mostly shook on the internet. And I don't think anybody knows much of anything about it.
No. The general public is still singing fucking Shallow. Like, let's be real.
Gaga returns. It is funny that she's doing it right when Katie's doing it. I hope she goes on a tweet spree.
I think they'll support each other.
I do it for the art, not the charts.
Would it be funny if they referenced it?
It would be.
Though, like apparently green hair and mechanical, like what was it? Mechanical bulls,
mechanical horses and green hair
green
are
wigs.
the thing now.
Yeah,
it would be.
We're back.
We are
back. Happy Pride, everybody. All right. Well, the conversation continues over in the after show. We're gonna do this like gay discourse wheel.
Yes.
We have to discuss BB Rexa. We've got a couple albums coming up, and Rihanna finally fucking acknowledged that she is a pop star.
Briefly.
And the Pope is homophobic. So sorry, I live for this. Okay, we're gonna talk about all of that in the after show. But until next week, everyone, thank you for being here. Shout out to all of our supporters over on Patreon. Thank you guys for your continued support here. And let us know what albums you're loving. Also, every single week, if you're curious about the stuff we mention, we do a reference carousel over on our Instagram. Do you guys like this? I feel like they're really fun.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go there and look at all the stuff that needs visual context.
Yeah.
And let us know what album is your top album midway. We want to know.
Yeah. What's your midway 2024 album pick?
And until next week,
we will
see you
soon.
Gay rights.